Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of 3-Minute Masterclass. Today we will be going over how to create an Excel model. So first off, what is an Excel model? It is an analysis tool using Microsoft Excel that takes raw data and uses it to generate actionable insights. There are three basic parts. You've got a data tab, where this is where you take the raw data that you get as an output from whatever system, Oracle, SAP. There's an analysis tab. This is your area where you can take the data, distill it, do whatever you want with it, start to generate some insights. And the results tab, this is the final one. It should be nice and clean. This is where you will actually present the insights you have developed. Before you start, you need to write down the question that you want to answer. This will help you avoid analysis paralysis, which is the thing that happens in modeling when you just get so wrapped up in the analysis that you lose sight of the goal of what you're actually trying to do. And lastly, you want to design the model to be refreshable. We'll talk a little bit more about this later. So as an example, we've got a blueberry farm. There are 100 blueberry pickers divided into three teams, green, red, and blue, and management wants to know which of these three teams has the fastest picking speed so that they can give them a special award. Let's jump into the Excel. So the output that you get from the ERP system, it's generally not aesthetically pleasing. There's a lot of rows and a lot of data. So here we've got the employee IDs, the team they're on, the date that they're picking, clock in time, clock out time, and how many pounds of blueberries they picked. One of the cardinal sins of modeling is changing the data. Never, ever, ever go in and change any of the data that was output from the system. But if you do have something that is just wrong on its face, say this employee was recorded as picking 440 pounds of blueberries. That's insane. Nobody's picking that many blueberries in a single day. So instead of changing the actual data, what we do is we add a column to the right that for the corrected data, and this just has a formula that says, hey, if anything is more than 100 pounds of blueberries, we can throw that out. So here's that. We've got other formulas here, hours worked, and then pounds per hour, which is just simply the pounds divided by the number of hours worked. If we go down here, Control-Shift-Up arrow, go over 2, and Control-D for down, can extend the formulas all the way over. So now we go to the analysis tab. The analysis tab is your area where you can start to play with the data and start to generate some insights. On the data tab, there are 500 rows. That's a lot of data. On the analysis tab, we cleaned that up a little bit. So I've taken it from 500 rows down to 15. We have sections for each of the three teams and then for each of the 5 dates. And here I'm using the sum ifs formula to get the total number of pounds picked by that team on that date and the total number of hours. And here's just a simple divide, number of pounds divided by number of hours. And we get the average picking speed of each team on that particular date, but management wants the picking speed overall. So this is where we go to the results tab. And this is just simply taking the average of each team on the analysis tab. So it is an average of averages, but that's okay. And we see that the green team has a higher picking speed than the blue team or the red team. We went from 500 rows of data down to a more manageable 15. And then we finished up with 3 simple lines that tell us the green team has the higher picking speed of all of them.